If you were like, yo, let's move here or move to Scotland or something and buy a castle, I would do it.
I had a dream last night. Did everything I never do in real life. I stepped into a room, but I needed to be quiet, 'cause I had something to say. Wherever I want. Dressed in a gown, everybody's like, wow, where you going? No special, just going to the store. I think I have it all, tell you what I need more. Looking to play, bring the day. She is on a room. I sit right there, thinking it exists in no time. But don't mistake this girl for me, 'cause these are dream rooms. This is someone else I'm not. These are dream rooms. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no.
Guys, let me tell you what, there is nothing like exploring a new part of the world with the love of your life, which is what we did here. But I'm going to be so honest with you, this trip humbled me hard. Europe really tried to kill my perfectionism, but unfortunately it is dying the slowest death. And that began with our first stop, London, where we debuted new mics and weren't recording literally half of the time. Now, I was really hopeful that I was going to sleep like the whole entire time on the flight. I've taken long international flights before and I know how hard that can be, but I bought these eye masks that strap to the back of your plane seat and I just really thought that it was gonna happen for me. I did London day one on 18 minutes of sleep, but it was still so much fun. We went around and did a lot of sightseeing like the Tower of London, the London Bridge. We tried to do the Sky Tower, but if you want to do that, if you're booking a trip, make sure you do that really early in advance because that is something that was closed for us. We couldn't do it that day. But one of the things that I love that we just stumbled upon is the oldest church in London. We got to go in and walk around. It was honestly kind of like a little museum in there at parts. So it was really fun walking through there. And then we got to write a little prayer in the prayer book. So that was really nice. And I just want to say the tube is amazing. Like if you want to get anywhere in London, we only had 3 days and the tube really saved our lives. You just hop on, you can pretty much get anywhere. It's super easy to figure out. So we really loved that. This was my husband's first time in Europe and it was both of our first times in London. And the main thing that I really wanted to do is to do high tea. So I did so much research before going. I typically don't even do that, but I watched all these vlogs and decided to go to the Dorchester. It was a really luxury 5-star experience, definitely on the pricier end when you do teas. I believe it was £95 per person. So it's definitely something that you were investing in the experience of it. And it was really cool to be in the Dorchester. Honestly, everything in there was so beautiful. Just visually, the look of everything, 10 out of 10. Absolutely loved that. I'm going to be honest with you, we were a little disappointed, okay, kind of a lot disappointed in the tea and the pastries and basically just all of the food and drink, especially for the price. My tea, I got a peppermint tea for the first one, my favorite tea, and it was kind of watery, like it really wasn't very good. I kind of have never had a bad peppermint tea except for that one. The Dorchester blend afterward was definitely better. And then I enjoyed the scones or the scones with the clotted cream and the jam. That was my favorite part. And the sandwiches weren't bad, but when the actual pastries came out, my husband literally didn't even try them. I ate like a bite or two because I kind of felt guilty, packaged them all up and then never touched them again. Actually, I tried to and they were disgusting. So in going back, I'd probably go somewhere different next time, but it was still such a great experience. So this is where I will drop you off.
It's really good. You want to try it? Really good. You don't like it?
Good morning. It is our final day in London. We did not vlog much this trip. We didn't talk much in our vlogs. I'm pouring myself a bottle of water. Hopefully you can hear me over this music. We're staying in the Piccadilly Circus area. It's very theater-esque. It's very central, so it's a good location to stay. We stayed in the Zedwell. We actually loved it. It is total no frills. There's no fridge, there's no ironing board, but the beds, amazing. And there were no windows, so it just kept it so dark. A lot of the hotels in London are small, and it wasn't near as small as we thought. We had plenty of space, so it was actually very nice. We are checking out from here. We're going to see the changing of the guards. Unfortunately, ladies and gents, first city on the trip, and I am injured. I have had a very terrible shoe experience. I wore new shoes, okay, but I did lots of research on the internet, and everyone said these were the best ones for walking up a ton of steps without breaking them in. I am limping everywhere around my ankle is bruised, and so we're doing some emergency shoe shopping today in Paris, which I'm not terribly upset about. I'm just hoping that I can find something good, because how do you really know if a shoe is good until you wear it, right? Let's hear from Sir Stan. Beans for breakfast. Well, that's a choice. Go ahead and try your beans for breakfast.
That's not the first thing I'm gonna eat.
Try your beans on
gotta mix
toast.
it.
You gotta mix it. Well, I'm waiting to try some beans on toast. That's very English.
I didn't get butter yet.
Okay, guys. We don't even know if you put butter on beans on toast. Does it say beans, butter, and toast? It does not.
I didn't know it was beans on
This
toast.
is my garden breakfast. We'll check back when we get the beans on our toast.
Here.
Up. Dip her in. I might bean.
It is actually pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It really isn't bad. I feel like mixed with the eggs it's gonna be pretty good. I see you, English. Very good. They're very sweet. At some point, my husband and I realized we didn't talk a lot in the vlog, and so we did an entire recap while waiting for our train. And then with the mics, we realized that we weren't recording, so we did the whole entire recap again. This is the footage from that. And then basically almost missed our train, even though we were sitting right at the train station. And then later I found out we didn't record any of it. So since then, I've learned how to use these. Hopefully in the future, it'll be a little bit better. So let me know what you think of the mic quality, because it's been a little bit of a learning curve, but I think in general, it is better sound, so please let me know. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We really did enjoy our time there, but I just wanted to share some of the real parts, because you see the beautiful pictures and you see the videos, and you sometimes don't hear the behind the scenes. So we had an absolute blast. 10 out of 10 would go again. But yeah, just don't always compare yourself to people on the internet, because you never know. But I love you guys so much. Make sure you stay tuned for the Paris vlog and the Italy vlog. We went so many places in Italy. Subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you.